The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. Insanity is behaving the same way and expecting a different result. Life is like riding a bicycle. You have to move forward so as not to lose your balance. Rare is the number of those who look with their own eyes and experience, with their own sensibility. A problem without a solution is an ill-posed problem. The school should always aim to give its students a harmonious personality, not to train them as specialists. Conversation between Chaplin and Einstein. What I admire most in your art, says Albert Einstein, is its universality. You don't say a word, and yet the whole world understands you. It's true, replies Chaplin, but your glory is greater still. The whole world admires you, while no one understands you. The state is our servant, and we don't have to be its slaves. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and a rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. I don't know how the Third World War will be, but what I am sure of is that the Fourth World War will be solved with sticks and flints. If the bee disappeared from the globe, man would only have 4 years to live. Creativity is intelligence having fun. The value of a man lies in his capacity to give, and not in his capacity to receive. There are only two infinite things: the universe and the human stupidity. But for the universe, I don't have absolute certainty. A human being is part of a whole that we call universe, a part limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts and his emotions as something separate from the rest, a kind of optical illusion of consciousness. This illusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and the affection of a few people close to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by extending our circle of compassion, to embrace all living creatures and all of nature in its beauty. Coincidences are a way for God to remain anonymous. Don't try to become a successful man. Try to become a man of value. It is the human, free, creative and sensitive person who shapes the beautiful and the sublime, while the masses remain drawn into an infernal circle of imbecility and brutality. Imagination is more important than knowledge. The world is dangerous to live, not so much because of those who do evil, but because of those who watch and let it happen. There are times when one feels liberated from one's own human limitations and imperfections. In such moments we see ourselves there, in a very small corner of a small planet, gazing in wonder at the cold and yet deep and moving beauty of what is eternal, of what is elusive. Life and death merge together, and there is no evolution or destination. There is only being. Theory is when you know everything and nothing works. Practice is when everything works and nobody knows why. Here we have brought together theory and practice. Tilde. Nothing works, and nobody knows why. The worst is what dies in us when we live. Blind obedience to authority is the greatest enemy of truth. One by pretending nothing is a miracle. The other by pretending everything is a miracle. My pain may be the reason a person laughs, but my laughter should never be the reason a person suffers. Imagination is more important than knowledge, because knowledge is limited, while imagination encompasses the whole world, stimulates progress, brings about evolution. The greatest challenges the world will have to face in the years to come will be overpopulation, lack of resources, water, raw materials, oil, etc., pandemics of all kinds of known and new diseases, pollution of all kinds, chemicals, air, water, food. What counts cannot always be counted, and what can be counted does not necessarily count. Goodness, beauty, and truth were the ideals that illuminated my path and which, day after day, gave me back the courage to face life in a good mood. It is easier to disintegrate an atom than a prejudice.